So my Hajj story. It was in Ramadan. It was I think maybe an hour before Fajr. It was Sayyidi time. Me and my friends were sitting in a diner, halal diner, and one of my friends who went for Hajj asked us. There's like four of us there. Why haven't you gone for Hajj yet? And this is like a few years after I graduated. I was working, and you know, I thought about it, and I didn't have a good reason. All of my reasons were really pretty much excuses. Even my friends didn't have any good legitimate reasons. And he mentioned something powerful. He said scholars say that when the time for salah comes in, it is an obligation for you to pray. And if you delay the salah or don't pray the salah, it is a huge sin. Similarly, there are some people who they have the ability to go to Hajj. They have the money sitting in their savings account, and they're intentionally delaying. They could be considered as sinful. And there could be rizq, there could be things in your life that are being held, that are being prevented because of this sin that you're doing, the fact that you're delaying the Hajj. So similarly, we had this conversation, and we're like, yeah, you're right. Within I would say maybe 15 minutes, we were all on the same page. And then my friend said, okay, now that we're on the same page, put the deposit down right now. At that table, we all went online, put in our names and our emails, and put down, I think it was like $500 deposit, from what I remember. And literally that was it. We all went to Hajj that year. The four of us, alhamdulillah, along with, Umar Suleiman. It was an amazing experience. And I remember, we had during like lunch, we were just sitting eating food, and Umar Suleiman was like, hey guys, I just have something to talk to you about. I'm thinking about launching something called Yateen. And it was literally like one of the initial presentations, and I was like, wow, this is amazing at that time. And I remember I raised my hand and I said, I tell you my mom, I was like, this is like, I just want to give you a hug. I was like, this is such an amazing need. And then like a few while later, he just came up and gave me a hug. And it was just really heartwarming. But what I'm trying to say is that there's so many things that happened during Hajj, before Hajj, the preparation for Hajj, whether it's moments of dua, moments of dhikr. I did a lot of dua, and I did get married the following year, alhamdulillah. So definitely a dua that was answered. Alhamdulillah, when it comes to my career, mashallah, I was given so many great opportunities that really changed my entire course and led to so many things to where I am today. And alhamdulillah, it was a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I really attribute it down to that conversation at that diner, with my friend pushing me. And I think it's really, it's also a reminder for those that went for Hajj that you really have a responsibility. A real friend pushes you to be better. They don't just say things that make you feel good, or they just don't overlook things. They push you. They want you to succeed, and they hold you accountable. And so you can make excuses with good friends. And I really appreciate, that company and then, his advice. And alhamdulillah, I'm here kind of by extension of doing what he did. If you have 20, 30K in your account right now, you need to be going for Hajj. You should make the intention right now. Maybe not this year, and inshallah next year, oh Allah, I make the intention for Hajj. Put in your name in the waiting list or the submission criteria with us for the organizations that take you for Hajj and the travel groups. And a year really isn't that far ahead. There are people booking, especially with the backlog from COVID that's slowly being addressed. People are booking in advance. So I would say, inshallah, make the intention to go to Hajj, submit the down payment, and really start preparing your heart, preparing your schedule. That inshallah, this is the year that I'm going to go for Hajj. This is the year that's really going to change the course of my life. That's going to connect me to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's going to connect me to the Quran. It's going to connect me to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and open the doors to so many other things in my life.